Hello guys, once again it's Matt, and today we have another video. Thank you all the members, all the patrons. Make sure to subscribe. We're trying to hit 50,000 subscribers until the end of the year. And let's get going, guys. So yeah, we got to the 15,000 subscribers. We passed it over to the 10, to the 15, right? And now I'm actually in the new apartment. So everything that the dust is settling down a little bit. And I wanted to make kind of a special video. It will probably be a very small video, and it probably will never get too much attention. I don't know, it's kind of a test, because if people actually enjoy this, I can make more. But the objective is to read comments and respond to them. Not too long of a video, because I don't know if people will enjoy it. If they do, if you guys do, let me know in the comments and I can do more of these, okay? But first, before actually answering questions, I wanted to actually clear something up with you guys. Some people like the amount of videos that I post. Some people probably don't like it, but they don't understand why, because if you don't want to see it, just don't watch it. But still, I understand why people think it's too much sometimes, and just overall clears something up with you guys. The reason that I post this much, and the reason why a lot of you guys probably know the channel for speculation or overall just news and stuff like that, is due to the algorithm, okay guys? First things first, why do I post so much? Yeah, the reason is because I need to pay bills. It's as simple as that. I cannot, like the bigger content creators, post once a day or even once a week and get enough revenue to actually pay my bills. I really don't. I am a small content creator, so I need to actually have as much views as possible. If I don't have money to pay for food, for fuel, for energy, you know, anything like that. Gas in the sense of stove gas, right? So yeah, this is my main job right now, and it is the way that I make money. So if I post half the videos that I do, let's say at least one video a day, I would basically get half the money. Not half the money, but it would be like 60% of the money. If I posted less than that, it decreases even less. And if I don't have the money, I will not have the money to pay the bills. So it's as simple as that. It's not because I want attention or anything like that. It really is just because I have bills to pay, and YouTube algorithm really does help you if you actually post a lot. You need to keep posting and posting and posting and posting to actually get attention and get views. And that's basically each video that you put out, it is a chance of getting enough attention to give enough money for it. So yeah, this is the first thing. The second thing is the speculation videos, or talking about news or anything new that is coming up in patches. That's the thing, man. The YouTube algorithm, it works on what people like to click and watch. 90% of my channel is just normal gameplay. If you take a look, it is just talking a little bit about something of the game, if it's balanced or not, if it's a missile, it is working properly, if an aircraft is working properly, if a BR is good, or something that it's happening on the game right now, or just normal gameplay, you know, talking a little bit about the future maybe, but normally it's just normal gameplay and talking a little bit about something on the game. But I feel like a lot of people think that the channel is only for speculation and news, and it really is not. That happens because normally when patches are dropping, you can see that on my view counts, people are searching more for War Thunder videos, and we are talking about the stuff that it's coming, or that is rumored to becoming, or anything like that, right? And all of that makes it up in a way that people, it feels like I don't only do videos on that, but it's mainly because not all my audience actually receives the notifications of the videos, the normal videos. Normally, they are researching for something that it's new or something like that. And because I do 1 or 2 or 3 videos like that, it calls for that attention on the algorithm, and it shares a lot more. And also, it gets a lot more views. People just want to see what is coming for the future. It is maybe one of the problems with War Thunder, but it is something that it happens, and I can't do anything about it. It's just the way that it is. I will have months that I will get half the views that I get. For example, in January I had like 600,000 views, right, during the month. But during December, when we got a patch, right, a very big one, I got more than 1.2 million, I think, views during the whole month, right? So you can see that everybody, the algorithm is helping me obviously a lot more, because people are looking for more content. That's pretty much it. These 2 changes, these 2 little things are the main reasons why I do the videos that I do, and why the videos that I do get a lot of attention. That's basically pretty much it. Okay, guys? So yeah, let's talk a little bit about some stuff that you guys talked about it, because I always want to actually respond to you guys, because you know, it's good to have this kind of connection. Sometimes it's just hard to keep a connection like that. Answering every single comment, it's almost impossible, but I will try to answer some of the latest ones that I found the most interesting. Okay, so let's get going. So some of the stuff like Xin, I don't know what his name is. Python 3 missile is needed for Kafir. Yes, indeed, it is needed. I don't know about the Python 3 itself, but something is needed for the Kafir, at least a lower BR. Then, if not that, it is really weird at that BR with those A9Gs. I mean, where are the Python 3s, right, guys? It's just completely crazy. Another one, Potato Joe 69, obviously. Who wants to take bets that the F-16 never gets AIM-9Ms or AIM-120s like it should have? Edit, only non-current F-16A that actually carried AIM-120s is the Italian ADF. Actually, all the ADFs actually can use the AIM-120, okay? But the thing is, the F-16 will never get, will not get the AIM-120 and AIM-9M if it doesn't have a counter. So I don't know why people are asking for the AIM-120 right now. It is really not needed, only if it has a counter. So if everybody gets AIM-120s, if the Soviets get the R-77, if we get missiles like a Derby or anything like that, yeah, sure, then it's the time, if everybody's going to get it. But only if the F-16 gets it. Of course, I don't think that's how he's saying, but still, you understand what I'm saying, right? A lot of people are asking for these missiles and the A9M as well. We will see them, but not right now, obviously, once we get more advanced stuff, right? So yeah. Lupoval 2066. The reason it feels like the R27 is lacking compared to the Sparrows is because the AIM-7F and Ms are overperforming in range at about 20% in lower altitude. A bug report was submitted, and the lead missile developer confirmed that it isn't an intended behavior, so we can expect AIM-7 nerf in the near future. Yes, I heard about that. The AIM-7, yes, guys, it is overperforming a little bit. They say about 20%, yes. And it shouldn't be like that. It might be the reason why we feel like the R27 is lacking a lot, and why we needed the R27ER. In my opinion, if it is realistic, like I have the idea of the CS in mind, the R27 and the AIM-7F and M, they're pretty like comparable to each other. So I don't quite understand why we need the ER, but it is there already, and I doubt they will remove it anyway. So yeah, I guess even if the nerf comes, we will need to wait anyway. Mijneo 7626 asks, do you know when the MiG-29A German is coming? Well, no, I never know when something is coming like that. They barely say anything about that because there's too many leaks. People don't tend to keep secret, I think. I think that's the reason. It probably is, right? But it probably is coming soon. It is confirmed that it is in development. If I'm not mistaken, somebody in the community already confirmed. It is probably coming this patch. I mean, it's a good guess, right? It will be slightly worse than the Russian one, but it's still going to be a MiG-29. It's still an amazing aircraft. So yeah. Vincent Train 8962, I think dev stream is coming this week. Yeah, probably. Okay guys, probably we will see the dev stream coming up around Thursday. And with the, the teaser around Thursday, with the dev stream around Friday, and then the dev server shortly after or on Saturday. So you can expect that. People sometimes like Harley over here, Harley B9313 actually asked about the controls. All my controls, I have plenty of videos talking a little bit about them. And also I have in my Discord the file for my controls. I need to update a little bit because they added like 2 little new features on the radar that it didn't have back when I added that. So I plan to actually update that. But it's pretty close to it. It's like 2 buttons that you need to add for just changing where the missile is. Going to just where the radar is actually going to lock. But everything else is the same. So I have that if you want to get into the Discord and basically use it, right? Trevor Real 859, sorry. Yo, great video, thanks man. I was wondering if you could talk about people using landing scripts to grind. I didn't actually got too much cover on that, and if something else comes up I might do even a special video on that. But to be honest, I think it's just, if it is what I think it is, which is just landing and it's just a bot that basically take off and land, it's pretty like, come on guys, just play the game. I know grind is tough, but it just makes the game worse for everybody. It's less players playing the game, and if a lot of people do that, a lot of people will just leave the game, and then you will have to grind for nothing basically. So one thing can lead to another, so we chill with that if somebody that is using that is listening to me. Probably not, but a lot of people asking me if I am Brazilian. Yes, I am Brazilian. It is something that I am very open about it. So yeah. Baco0447 said, hey Matt, trying to not to get burned out making videos, take a break if you need to. Anyhow, great video man. So thank you man, it really does means a lot, this type of comment. But I'm pretty alright man. Sometimes I do get tired, but then I just take a break. I leave the house with my girl, we take a walk somewhere else. The building that we actually moved in has a small pool that we can actually go there, so it does help a lot. As I said, I do this amount of videos because I do need the money to actually pay the bills, and this is my full work, so I need to max it out. I mean, if I get a very large audience, like I mean it's my dream to be as big as Fly Daily, for example. If I get to that size, yeah, then I can actually tone it down a little bit. I wouldn't like do 2 videos a day, even 3 or 5 depending on what is happening. But right now I do need it. I probably will tune it down a little bit once I try to get to my goals. I have a goal of 50,000 subscribers, and then I have another goal of 100,000 subscribers in the long run. If I get to the least 50,000, I will already take a little bit of a lesser amount of videos that I would do, so that will help a little bit. I saw like 3 or 4 people talking a little bit about the Tornado as well, answering that the ADV is not that weaker compared to the other ones, or stronger than the other ones, that they are actually stronger, right? But to be honest guys, go check the engine, the Mark 104 if I'm not mistaken. It is barely producing a little bit more power, and one thing about the Tornado ADV guys, it has a radar on the nose, a very big one. The other ones also have one, but I do feel like this is a longer radar. It might not be too much, but it tends to be, normally when they are longer or they're bigger, they tend to just have a negative effect on an aircraft, on the turning capabilities, because readers are very heavy and very big, and they are on the nose. So I do think that the Tornado ADV will be, at max, it will be okay. On the BVR side of things, it probably is going to be very good, but anything else beyond that is probably going to be bad. So don't expect anything too incredible, right? Ford XXGT said that the A9M can pull 60 Gs, but Gaijin will limit at 30. So yeah, I don't know. Where are you guys finding these informations? I saw a lot of people talking a little bit about A9s lately because of the A9 changes and stuff. What we can know for sure, guys, is that the A9L, the maximum amount of Gs that it could pull in real life, it was 30 Gs, okay? And the A9M, the maximum amount of Gs that it could pull in the 80s, in the earlier models, it was 30 Gs as well. Later, it got to 35, and there are some sources from the 90s that says that it got to 40 Gs or even a little bit better with the addition of INS, which would make it completely different on the IRCCM detection. Remember, these missiles need to ignore the flares that are being deployed, but they need to continue to the same path of flight until it releases that lock of trying to ignore the frequency of flares, and then it can reacquire the target and went back to the heat-seeking ability of the missile, right? This was used a lot on the R-27T apparently, but even in the R-73, but I didn't confirm it. I think it was. I think Gaijin confirmed that. And initially the A9Ms couldn't do that. So yeah, unless they actually add a later version, like from the 90s of the A9M, it will be just an A9L with a little bit of a better IRCCM. But it's nothing too crazy. The main thing would be the smokeless engine, I think, together with the better IRCCM, making it a very deadly missile on kind of a stealth kind of situation. Everything else, I still think that the R-73 is going to be better. Turning range even, and basically even the IRCCM, but I can't confirm that because of these type of systems, right? So yeah, I don't know where people get the information that the A9L should turn 45 Gs or 60 Gs, as this guy said. A lot of people maybe are misunderstanding the amount of structural limit that the missile has. For example, the R-27T had a 73 or 70 something, 72, I don't remember, G limit, and doesn't mean that the missile can turn that. The R-60 has a 42 G limit on the structure of the aircraft. Doesn't mean that the missile can actually do that. So it's probably where these numbers are coming from. Okay, so don't trust these numbers. Normally it's 30 Gs for the A9L, initially 30 for the M, and for 35 to 40 later. But it is hard to find information on that. It is like the R-73. The normal number for the R-73 in normal conditions would be 40 Gs. In theory, if you are flying low and in a cold environment maybe or something like that, if the aircraft is very fast, it could turn until 50 Gs, but it is very hard to actually confirm that. It is just technically possible, but difficult to confirm, right? But anyway, these are my some of the comments that I wanted to answer, some of the later ones. Nothing too deep, something about some stuff about the game, some stuff about life. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed. This is going to be the special video for the 10,000 subscribers, or 15,000 if you want, because it took so much time that we ended up having even almost 16,000. So yeah, but make sure to subscribe, guys. We are going to try to hit 50,000 subscribers until the end of the year. That would mean the world to me if I actually get to that, because then I can actually be financially stable, with like properly stable. So yeah, help me out there, subscribe. The algorithm loves that thing. and click the little bell icon, click the like button, and I see you guys on the next one. Okay, bye, see you guys.